They have achieved the unthinkable, diverting one of the most majestic rivers in history, only to bury it beneath 10 million cubic meters of concrete.
Behind that colossal wall lies a reservoir larger than the entire city of London.
This project generates 5,150 megawatts of electricity, an astounding figure, as it is more than double the total power output of the entire country of Ethiopia prior to its construction. If you have ever stood at the base of the Hoover Dam and felt overwhelmed, know that this structure is taller, wider, and was built by a nation that paid for it out of its own pocket, down to the last cent. With a budget of $5 billion, 14 grueling years, and the labor of 25,000 workers, they proceeded without the World Bank, without the IMF, and absolutely without any foreign loans. Just downstream, tensions reached a breaking point as two neighboring nations threatened war to halt the project. Egypt even conducted military exercises titled Nile Eagles, simulating direct attack scenarios on the dam site. Yet, despite it all, the structure rose.
On September 9, 2025, Africa's largest dam was officially inaugurated.
The man who opened it declared boldly that this dam was not built to harm Egypt, but to light the homes of his own people.
This is the journey of the formation of Africa's most ambitious large-scale project.
Back in 2011, 45% of Ethiopians had no electricity at all. It wasn't a matter of flickering power. It was total darkness. Hospitals had to operate using small, isolated generators, and factories were forced to close as soon as dusk fell. Most of the nation's 3 million square kilometers were plunged into darkness every night. However, Ethiopia possessed a treasure: the headwaters of the Blue Nile, which provides up to 85% of the water reaching Egypt. The site chosen for this historical turning point was a narrow basalt canyon, just 14 kilometers from the Sudanese border. The construction contract was awarded to the Italian company Salini Impregilo, later WeBuild. On April 2, 2011, the first foundation stone was laid, marking the start of a project that would completely change the landscape of the Horn of Africa. Before a single liter of concrete could be poured, an entire city had to be built at the site from scratch. WeBuild constructed housing for 10,000 workers, a private airstrip, 2 major bridges, and an entire road network through the treacherous terrain.
On-site concrete batching plants were installed due to the project's critical nature.
Once the continuous pouring of reinforced concrete begins, it must never stop. Studio Pietrangeli from Milan handled the design, while Geodata Engineering was responsible for inspecting every meter of the basalt foundation. The real challenge arrived during the rainy season, when the Blue Nile rose with a terrifying flow of 8,000 cubic meters per second. To cope, the 1,800-meter-wide dam axis had to be handled with extreme care. The ancient basalt foundation was cleaned down to the bedrock, and every crevice was grouted to ensure water could not seep beneath the wall.
By 2013, they achieved a feat never before seen on the Nile:
diverting its flow. The entire mighty Blue Nile was channeled through 4 massive culverts carved through solid rock, each 210 meters long and 8 meters wide. With a total discharge capacity of 14,700 cubic meters per second, these tunnels left the main riverbed dry for the first time in history. On that exposed riverbed, 10,000 workers labored tirelessly to check the strength and permeability of every dam block, allowing no room for error. A drainage system of 4 longitudinal tunnels at different elevations was designed to collect every drop of leakage. Once the construction area was completely dry, the first layers of roller-compacted concrete, RCC, were poured. This is a special mix, low in water and cement, that looks like damp gravel but hardens to the strength of steel. WeBuild developed a unique formula to extend the setting time to adapt to the scorching climate. Each 300-millimeter layer of concrete was compacted with vibratory rollers, creating horizontal lines that mark the history of construction. Each layer the result of a full week of labor. The 170-meter-high wall, equivalent to a 50-story building, gradually rose from the empty riverbed. The upstream face was lined with a denser concrete layer to act as a watertight shield. Inside the dam body, 31 thermocouples were deeply embedded to monitor temperatures, preventing thermal cracking during the curing process. At peak stages,
they poured up to 100,000 cubic meters of concrete per month, working 24/7.
5 kilometers away, a 60-meter-high, 5-kilometer-long saddle dam made of rockfill was built simultaneously to block low points around the reservoir, ensuring water would not bypass the main dam. A spillway system with gates weighing hundreds of tons, controlled by hydraulic cylinders, serves as the safety valve for the entire structure. Energy is generated by 2 hydroelectric powerhouses located on either bank of the river,
equipped with a total of 16 Francis turbines, each with a capacity ranging from 375 to 400 megawatts.
9-meter-wide penstocks, under immense pressure, deliver water from the reservoir directly into the turbines provided by GE Renewables, while the electromechanical equipment came from Chongqing Iron and Steel Company. Installation required precision to within hundredths of a millimeter, as any minor vibration could destroy the entire system. The electricity is then stepped up to 500 kilovolts to join the national grid and for export to neighboring countries like Sudan, Kenya, and Djibouti.
By 2020, the hard structure of Africa's largest concrete gravity dam was completed.
A monitoring system with over 100 deeply embedded sensors continuously measures movement, pressure, and temperature. If the dam shifts by even a single millimeter, engineers in the control room know instantly. With a storage capacity of 74 billion cubic meters, this is the largest reservoir in East Africa, a calm surface hiding the power of an entire continent. The crest of the dam is now more than just a barrier. It is a vital road connecting 2 sides of the gorge for the first time in history. The Nile now has a new face and a new master, marking the permanent transformation of a continent through a proud $5 billion project.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.